to fix that.
Always a pleasure to see you, Doc. Any excuse, any excuse.
Okay, I appreciate that. We have some interesting characters here today. We got the usual clanker, yeah, the clanker insult, and another was it a YT boy told us that it wasn't racist for us to be called clankers or clanker lovers. I'm like, y'all think we're dumb. Y'all just want us to
How long
accept
were
any.
How long were you live before I showed up?
Um, I'll probably say maybe like 20 minutes or so, or maybe let me
Because I
see, 30
looked up
something
and
minutes.
realized that you weren't with Father Trinity, and I was like, you know what? And I feel terrible about it, but I'm a look. He not here is fine. I was like, let
No,
me let
I
me
was
back up
I was
just
trying
to
to do
make sure
both.
that Dr. Barry not live, because I would feel so bad if I was missing a Dr. Barry
No,
live. So I
no,
ducked
don't
out to
feel
come see
bad.
what you was doing.
Don't feel bad. I was trying to do both, right? Because I was on my phone and I'm sorry, I was going to call him Dr. Trinity. I'll call it Dr. Trinity. On my phone in his live, and then I was like, okay, I need to figure out what's wrong with this one. So I pulled up this live on Studio, and it kicked me out of Father Trinity's live on my phone. So I was like, okay, I did not want that to happen. I kept entering into his live to get back on the panel, but it wouldn't let me while I was live on here. So I was like, oh, okay, I just ruined my chance. So um, but yeah, I we're probably gonna end here if no more ops come up because I just wanted to get this fixed and working. I won't have time to be on here for another hour or so. Um, no, I mentioned the views are low because of the format, not the topic. Mike, please listen. Put your listening ears on. I'm using a different format on a different platform, and John just said it takes a while for TikTok to get used to that. It's not the topic. Listen, Linda. Exactly. Exactly, Baker. Please listen. John knows about TikTok more than all of us combined. Whatever he says goes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Any other ops that want to come up that have something worth sharing, please.
Please,
Guy before.
I would love some ops. Like, don't get me wrong, I was having as much fun as I could have in deconstruction lives, but it's really hard to argue people's beliefs. Like, once people kind of get settled on a thing, that's kind of where they are. This, I can hit you with facts, and you gotta take it. Like, I want this. Like, let's go.
You would have loved the last guy. You would have loved the last guy because he agreed
Thank
that AI art was art by definition, and that AI artists were artists by definition. However, his feelings says it's not art. And I'm like, sir, I'm not here to argue your feelings. I can't argue that because someone else will come up on the panel and say that they feel that it's art too. So where does that leave us?
Yeah,
you.
that's
Ichi, what do you talk about?
John. Can you do me a solid and upload this one too? Like, I want to listen to the replay right after. I feel like I can get through the first 20 minutes or so. But if you're uploading them, please shoot me a link for that.
Probably about 10 to 4.
I think you can only record when you're in the live, right, John? How do you do it? How do you do it? No, how do you do it when you're not here? Okay.
Hey,
All right. Well, we got better numbers than yesterday. Like it was only sending out this live to my mutuals and not really sending out to the FYP. I was like, what is going on? I say as soon as I get a shiny new toy, TikTok wants to, put me back down at lower tier.
Um,
Itchy, welcome in.
Hi
Go
guys.
ahead.
Yeah. So a bunch of people mentioning. What were you guys saying? Oh yeah. Yeah. There's quite a lot of That's so funny because when you said itchy, I started scratching my arm. It was. You can call me Calvin from now on if you like. But I just like zombies. That's all it is really. But yeah, like so there's a particular not really algorithm, but there's a specific way to just do the whole TikTok stuff. It's all on keywords and like uh, how you add the topics and the conversations and that little bit of algorithm, but the speed also matters as well a lot. So um, I've got a mate who works at TikTok actually, and he helps a couple of content creators that I know of, and me kind of to understand it. But I don't push too hard. But according to the not only just the algorithm, but the internet also contributes to it. So how it works is if the connection speed of your connection speed is low on whatever device you're streaming that to, it will closely match or resemble a similar connection, if that makes sense. And so, and it kind of looks at that locally as well. So it could just be your neighborhood just has crappy internet and it's just doing it there. So, but the mobile is kind of more because uh, even though you have Wi-Fi on, it switches to 5G in the background. So the reach is much more bigger because it's on a cellular and GPS kind of way of reach for traffic. So, and then hence like the keywords that you're using, right, for your topics, it reaches out more because the signal is much more wider, if that makes sense, and faster. So if I had a fast internet connection, I'd probably want to listen to a podcast. Does that kind of make sense in a way? Calvin. No, my mum named me that, hoping I would become famous in the 90s. So that didn't happen. So yeah. No, he works at Tik. No, he works at TikTok. Actually. Yeah. I don't know if he would. Yeah, I don't know if he would just come on, but I'll tell him to look at you guys' profiles. Yeah, yeah. He can look at statistics on the back end. Yeah. No. I'll do that. Yeah, he'll do that. He'll look on the back end. I'll let you guys know what he says. Because he'll just shoot me a message. You know,
All right.
he's got a lot of
Well,
tickets actually, but that's basically how that works. So if it helps you guys understand, so you don't have to get confused with this format, then because I
okay.
find that too, it's less traffic actually on this one, I think as well. So
They
it's a bit odd.
hating on it. But that's okay. I'm gonna keep pushing it because I like it, and we'll
I
see what
like it
happens.
too.
They're gonna have to welcome me into the usual numbers with this format because I'm not gonna stop.
Oh, and if you're using a VPN, that also
It helps.
contributes to the weirdness.
Oh
I
no,
think
that
if
means
you have, I think if you have a VPN, it takes longer for the connection, and then by the time it reaches that different country, your stream has already gotten slow to connect, so people would skip automatically just because it never
yeah.
loaded. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the studio stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready to shut this down. Buttons, I don't know if you're in a better position to speak since you're the newest guest on here. Would you like anything else to share so that we can go back to Father Trinity's live? Now that I know
Oh,
that, this is officially not
yeah.
working.
Yeah. I would probably say that um, that when it comes to content creation and AI, it's formally used as a tool rather than some sort of threat. And whether you like it or not, it's here, so you're going to have to adjust because
Thank you,
anyone who does disagree with it is going to be out of a job in the next 15 years. So sharpen up.
Mm, yeah.
right around the
Yeah,
corner. Good
Sounds
morning,
you
good
can
morning,
you
rough.
Mr.
can complain
Difficult.
all you like, but you're not making that coin.
Ooh.
You're going to need that house at some point, or you could live in a box. As long as you're smiling, that's all that matters, I guess. So,
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna be smiling living in a box. Good morning, Mr. Difficult.
yeah.
Okay. Buttons, you're the newest guest on here. Anything else you have to say?
Um, I guess I would like to add that, I hear like a lot of people shunning things like games being made with AI, which I find really funny because they assume that someone starting out in like game development has the capital to hire somebody to make art for their game. And I just don't see anything wrong with generating art or something else. I mean, it just seems kind of classist to just assume that everybody can afford to pay an artist.
It's very classist and elitist, and not even everyone doesn't even want to spend the time to do it. Like it takes a considerable amount of time, to find the artist that you want on Fiverr. Before they even do the work, you have to find the artist that is like to the taste that you want, to the style that you're looking for. And that takes time. Some people, we don't have that luxury of time, right? Maybe the 18, 19-year-olds who love arguing against this topic, maybe sure y'all have more time to do stuff. But people who are in their 30s, 40s, we have bills to pay. We got things to do. We we have errands to run, taxes to file. So we want to, put our time where we believe it matters most.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't expect the teenagers who just left their parents' home to understand that, or probably still in their parents' home. So, oh
Yeah.
yeah, Mr. Difficult. Yeah, we were just trying to get this new format working today. Thank you, John, for the Go Populars. Okay, well, Buttons, I appreciate you coming up. I hope that we can hear from you again on the panel. Any of Phantom, John, and Ravens, any last words? And Newman, you can chime in as well if you'd like.
I wanted to apologize because I couldn't really hear what Button was saying. I am very sorry. But
His voice
hopefully
was
I'll
really
be able
low.
to hear. Hopefully I'll be able to hear next time because yeah, my captions wasn't picking up what he was saying. So I do apologize.
All right, no worries. We'll get his audio fixed next go around.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
Phantom and
apparently it's
John.
my headset. It's just not working very good today, so I apologize for that.
Are you a trucker?
Newspaper carrier. That's a dying
What?
business. Yeah, it
They still
still
do
exists.
newspapers? He said he's a newspaper carrier, y'all. And I was
Oh,
surprised. Like,
cool.
I didn't think newspaper were still a thing.
Probably once a certain generation disappears, it won't be a thing anymore.
Oh man. Well, I'm gonna
Oh.
go out and get a newspaper and see if I can find one. All right, John and Phantom, any last words?
Nothing really. The gentleman who was saying that in the next 15 years, people who are using AI will be left out. It's not going to take 15 years. We're talking like the next 2, 3 years. Anybody who's not using the latest tech will find
Yeah,
themselves horribly displaced.
I
Yep,
agree.
yep. And is there
I don't.
anyone, I mean,
Yeah.
you guys don't have
Yeah.
to do this, but is there anyone here who wants to explain to the people, the folks, how Clanker is racist? You don't have to. I don't feel like we owe anyone an explanation, but if y'all want
I
to, go
looked
ahead.
I looked it up. It didn't seem like it was, or maybe I don't know what if there is a shortcut to it being racist. It just said something about robot love.
Breaker's coming
that
up. Maybe you can explain.
that's what the AI told me on Google.
Hi, excuse my fan
Hello.
that's blowing in the back. Hey, Raven. Hi, everyone.
Hey,
So,
Breaker.
in my opinion, I feel like clanker is a word for like euphemism, right? So they're trying to be slick when they say it. So it does appear to be racist, and it is an insult. And I'm like, why are we figuring out new ways to insult each other, right? So, while it isn't racism, it is like a euphemism for racism, in my opinion, because it's still, insulting someone for using something, or it's like insulting somebody for being the way they are, or because of who they love, or because of their skin color, Like, I feel like it's 2026, we've grown beyond that. Like, it's time for some change.
Oh,
Absolutely. Breaker,
Huh.
glad you
I
well,
explained
I
it
might
that
need to
way.
agree with
be
that.
educated
Yeah.
on this because it keeps
Yeah.
saying stuff about droids from Star Wars, and it
Well,
became
okay, so
popular as a insult from a robot
so
getting insulted or something. I don't know.
Itchy,
I think so.
online, like if you look up Clanker, it's referred to, bots and, things like that. Interestingly, as soon as we started having this live conversation, it is like another way that they've been using it, like to try to slide and diss black people, by using the hard ER, in
Yeah.
the conversation. Because I've been a part of panels and conversations where tech discussions were had with white people hosting. They were never called this.
Oh,
Never.
they use it harder. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
You keep
I've
saying
never.
Star Wars, and it comes up with the robot having a fight with someone in the
Here
desert.
are other words. So here are other words that they've used to try to make
Oh,
it,
I like a mask it so it gets past TikTok, right?
Well, hold on, Itchy. Here are other words that they've used, and I made a list because they would use it specifically in our lives where, there's noticeable black people on the host and in the panel, right? So clinker was one of them. They loved using that one.
Okay.
They don't use it as much as the beginning, but we had a showing of it today. Cliggerboo, Wireback,
Yep.
George Droid, Rosa Sparks.
Oh.
So you
yeah.
cannot tell me this doesn't have, elements of racism in it. So that's why I wasn't going to let that 18-year-old whitey boy tell me that this didn't have some, effect to it. We know what they're doing. Yes, technically the definition is supposed to be referred to, robots, but we know that they're trying to actualize it to something else. They want to get away with using the hard ER without actually saying it. So
Right.
so I don't know if that helps explain it, but
No, I mean, when you said hard R, it's a mask for getting away with saying what they actually want to say, right?
yeah. And I made a list. I put the list here on my phone because I wanted to talk about it on my page as like a video. But I was like, y'all, we have to come up with something better. Like,
Right, okay. Clearly, I don't hang around with robots enough, I think, maybe. But thank you for educating me on that, Doc, because I literally was like, what the fuck? Who doesn't like Star Wars? And then I didn't get upset. I just didn't really understand what was going on earlier. So, yeah, thanks for letting me know, because I can be aware. If you need me to mod, I can kick people
I
out.
mean, there are some people who obviously they use it just to solely refer to robots, right? And I'm not taking that away from them because I know the history of that word of clanker being used, in movies and things like that. So there are people who just don't know, but there are people like we had in today's live who know what they're doing when they're trying to use it, and we as black people on it, and we don't try to let people excuse it away because someone else may not understand. So we don't have to explain our racism to anybody, but for those who are listening to it, that is a thing. We've encountered it in this live ever since I started doing this specific topic.
Right.
Let's see. Thank you, Breaker. Yeah, I'm learning a lot from you as well. Okay, we did have one last person speak up on the panel. Let's see if they have something interesting to say, and this will probably be the last person. Alluring, what's your name and age?
Hi, my name is Scylla. I'm 20.
Scylla?
Yes.
Okay, can you please respond to the prompt? Do you believe AI art can be considered art? And do you believe AI artists can be considered artists? You have 2 minutes on the clock to explain.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it can be necessarily considered art since it's not made by a person, it's made by AI. But um, I don't know. There's such vast creations of AI right now. I don't know really what to think about it. Everyone's trying to incorporate it into anything. Every new movie, every game, films is being incorporated into real art. So when do we stop considering it art? Would be my question.
Are you done with your opening statement?
Pretty much.
All right, panel, you can
So
have this one.
I didn't understand. Can you repeat the question for me?
When do we stop considering AI art when it's being incorporated into genuine art? When genuine artists are starting to use AI into mainstream things and games and shows and etc.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm getting. Are you asking when should we stop, or do we stop considering it when a traditional artist uses AI art? Are you saying there should be a line between the two? Are you saying there should be, or are you saying why isn't there?
Yeah, same here.
I don't need three people to tell me that they're confused. If one person tells me, I can, reiterate so everyone understands.
Hold on. Okay, well, Scylla, how about this? We're all confused. Everyone on the panel is confused.
I heard, so I can reiterate it so you can all understand. I just don't need everyone to tell me you're confused. Is this me being attacked, or are we trying to understand where I'm coming from?
We're just saying multiple people don't understand. It's not just a one person who doesn't understand.
So-
Can you please explain it over again to us?
It's that simple. I don't know why it's like an attack thing.
Scylla,
No, why
no one on
you-
the panel. Hold on.
You know what?
Yeah, no one on the panel
Why was
understands.
that viewed as an attack? We don't
Alright.
understand what you're saying. That's not an attack. We're all asking for
So
clarification.
if we're not going to have a
now.
discussion, I'll just go. Thank you.
Then leave. Like the whole panel is telling you we don't understand what you're saying. You're speaking in a foreign language, basically, and
Jesus.
we're just
Was
saying
that
we
an
don't
attack?
understand.
I would have
Exactly,
preferred if
Adam.
I would have preferred if she broke it down, so sub categorized that, because she was just like, "Sorry, girl, but you mixed everything up into one question and you confused
Now,
all
I
of
think
us."
I understand what she was trying to say. What I gathered from it is she was saying, as a traditional artist, I should make traditional art. But should a traditional artist, once he starts to incorporate AI art, do we draw the line and go, oh, that's not as much art as the traditional art would have been? And which I would have answered, that's a loaded question because you wouldn't draw the line. Any expression would be art. But she didn't want to get that far. And I think she realized that very quickly and used this as the meta excuse to get out.
That's probably why she called
So-
it an attack, maybe.
So Scylla, since you're still here, you keep telling us that we weren't trying to help you understand. Yes, we were trying to emphasize that the whole panel didn't understand what you were saying, meaning it wasn't just a miscommunication between you and Phantom. No one here no one on the panel, I can't say for the comments, no one here understood. That's fair to say. That's something objective to say, to let you know that, hey, maybe your communication style wasn't as effective as you think. Can you try again? That's not an attack. It's just a point of reference and feedback so that you can maybe articulate your point a bit better. So I don't know how you took that to be so sensitive. We didn't understand your point. Move on. We were giving you
I mean,
space, time, and opportunity.
I would encourage you to actually come back, to be honest, rather than be angry, because you mentioned stuff about video games and I have probably some answers for you,
Right. You had a whole 2 minutes to explain your thoughts and ideas, like an opening monologue to like really articulate your points. You kept it very succinct and short. You didn't use your full 2 minutes. and we were confused. Maybe if you elaborated a bit more, we could have understood. What is Echo saying in the chat?
The same shit over and over. Oh, it's plagiarism. It's plagiarism. I've seen it 3 times at least.
It's plagiarism, no time, no effort, no soul, slop, pick up a pencil. What else y'all want to say? What else y'all want to say that we haven't heard before? Please.
Well, I was just trying to understand because yeah, my captions weren't working, so yeah, I was just gonna ask if she could like reiterate what she was saying. That's all.
That's what we were
Yeah,
all
same.
hoping.
Yeah.
She took as World War III just because the people on the panel said we didn't understand.
Yeah, so
And it's funny too because people have there's some quite intelligent people. I don't consider myself a wizard though, but sometimes you want to get a question answered and you realize that was the correct answer, and then the more people you ask, it gets confirmed, So
The problem
I
is
think
all
that-
of you guys consider yourselves so intelligent that when someone's
So this is
no,
not
talking.
I'm not considering.
someone's-
That's not where
someone
we're
says
going.
something,
welcome.
it becomes a
Hold
problem.
on, y'all. One voice at a time. One voice
You won't
at a
let me
time.
voice?
Scylla, please don't do this.
I just can't.
Don't do this to yourself because
You
we're
ju-
trying to have a conversation and you're up here spamming. Like, we want to hear from you, but we have to have some decorum, which you don't have currently.
But I can't
Like,
speak.
when it's your time to speak, we're going to be quiet and listen to you, but you can't keep trying to overtalk people while they're talking. This isn't the Scylla show. All right? So are you going to stay on mute so that we can get this conversation over with? We want to hear you. But this acting out is very childish right now. So please calm down, have some decorum. Don't try to insult anyone personally just because we didn't understand what you were saying. The whole panel didn't understand, but maybe we can try again. Do you want to try again, or are you going to try to overtalk us?
Can I speak?
Show.
You
Can I
speaking?
finish? Everyone, let's just let it marinate. Let's just let her breathe for a moment.
All right.
Right now, she's
You're a child. This is childish.
Go ahead.
You know what,
Y'all can't have a
Dr. Barry, just give her the floor. Let her run herself out. Go. She left. She left.
She got removed. Breaker took her away. But this is childish behavior. Like, she's so I'm trying to give her an opportunity to just like breathe before she just starts running off at the mouth. But that's childish behavior, y'all. She is annoying.
Yeah, leave that shit in high school, man. Honestly.
No. I want her. I'm sorry, Breaker. I'm going to invite her up. I want her.
So y'all keep inviting me, but I can't speak.
I want.
Oh, you're back.
Ma'am,
Finally.
please listen. I'm a mod here. One of the other mods wanted
That I
you gone.
understand, but y'all are all attacking me, which is the problem.
Hold on.
Shut up, please.
You're
let
trying
You
to
shut
get
up. Who are you talking to? It's a discussion.
And
But
it's not your turn to speak.
all of y'all and
She's a
disrespect me.
child.
I'm
Oh
a
my
child,
God, please calm down.
but y'all can't have a
The
discussion.
host is trying to speak. The host is trying to speak. This is her platform. You're a guest on her panel. Calm down.
Like, breathe for a second. We can't have a conversation with you. Act up like this. Phantom, you can have the conversation with her because clearly she's off the moon right now. Go ahead.
Hi.
Phantom.
We're having a problem. So I want to hear from you. The panel wants to hear from you. We want to solve this, but so that you and I don't have to go back and forth to Meta, it's just you and me. You and I will have a conversation. No one else will chime in unless I say, hey, I'm done. This is just me and you now. Let's have a conversation. I didn't understand what you were saying. I'm now asking you for clarification.
The discussion now. This is supposed to be a discussion. This is a live discussion on a platform where people who you may think are not as educated as you, which is what people said multiple times, they were basing things on my education.
Yeah, ma'am.
See, the thing is, y'all
I'm
keep
not
muting me. People
interested
can't have
in
an
having-
opinion.
We're having a conversation about
It's a
the
discussion.
meta. No,
It's a discussion,
you're
but I
talking.
can't speak.
No, we're discussing the discussion. I don't want to discuss the discussion with you. I'm asking you for clarification on the topic. Yes, we are discussing the
Y'all,
topic, and you made a statement. I'm
the
asking you.
y'all
I
are cutting.
don't
You're cutting me
understand
off.
your statement.
You're cutting. You're cutting me off
You know, I'm
consistently. Consistently. This is a
I'm
platform.
trying to be a
I'm
kinder,
a
gentler
child, but
fashion, and you're really making it
I'm a child, but
difficult,
I can't speak.
ma'am.
Speak to the
Please,
topic,
Um,
not your
please,
feelings about what you're being treated like.
ma'am,
so you guys are unwilling to
ma'am.
hear anyone else speak. If it's not based on what
To you where I am. You're now interrupting me and then saying you're not letting me
you
speak.
didn't interrupt me.
So the host is muting you.
You didn't
Please,
interrupt me
I'm
when I was speaking,
asking
though.
you. I'm asking you now to
All
hear
right,
out my
so
statement. So
this isn't
and
gonna go
then
anywhere.
you can respond and we'll give you the
This isn't
floor.
gonna go
I'll
anywhere.
give you uninterrupted time. We'll put a timer on
Hmm.
the clock, but I need you to
Right.
hear me first. Can you do that?
But no one
Can we
can
do
speak
that?
against the behaviors you guys are having now. You're
You're
cutting
you're
people
not
off.
listening.
Everyone being so
You're not
aggressive.
listening. I'm
Okay,
asking
sure.
for
All right, thank you.
clarification for your
You
statement,
guys are childish.
and then I
This
want you
is
to give. I'm going to give you the
destructive.
floor to clarify it for me. Can we do that?
Yay!
What's
She
going
dropped on
on?
her own. Look, we had to bear
I
through that for her to drop on her own,
Look at
y'all.
I would have. I don't know, man. I think she's just
She had
upset
nothing to
because
contribute to the topic. She didn't like the fact that people didn't understand what she was saying. That's what she got trippy over. She didn't like. That's what triggered her, Phantom. The whole panel said we didn't understand you, and her mind started glitching.
I was just in a deconstruction live with Father Trinity, and I was dealing with a young lady who I had never dealt with before, and people were calling her stupid. It bothered me because in my soul, I felt like this girl was legitimately trying. I'm okay. I was wrong. So she was just crazy. That's saying to you, I don't understand what you're saying. There's a panel of people saying we don't understand what you're saying, and somehow it's all our fault. We're saying we're all so intelligent, we don't understand your words. No, you're using stupid words, and when we ask you to clear it up, you get mad because you got called out on it. I'm sorry, ma'am, you weren't making any sense.
she was saying stuff about we were. I don't know, saying shit about her education. We didn't even say we weren't even talking about academia at all. Actually,
It was very telling.
No one.
She said
It
it
was
because she
projecting.
felt stupid.
That's what
We
she
said
felt.
we don't get it, and she felt stupid, so she immediately took it as an attack on her intelligence.
if she can build a AAA portfolio in like a week, then I'll stop calling her stupid. But that shit right there was high school behavior. I'm sorry, lady. Like, you know.
Like as someone who speaks in front of audiences, for a living, right? I make it a point to make sure whatever I'm communicating gets through to the general audience. Like there's an art form to making sure that whatever you're saying, whatever you're speaking, lands on the ears and that people are able to interpret that. And if I got feedback that says, hey, no one really knows, where you were trying to go with your presentation or your speech, then I'm going to sit and reflect and figure out what do I need to do to change that so that people can understand. I'm not going to, call, say, well, you guys are insulting my intelligence and, you're calling me uneducated. No, if a bulk of people don't understand what you're saying, then maybe you have to recalibrate. That was the only thing we said here on the panel. And then she started acting out. And then we started calling out her behavior for acting out in a weird way. But, and no one in the comments knew what she was saying either, because I didn't hear anyone confirm.
No one was really even commenting either. All of us were confused, to be honest. Even the stupid ones.
I came in and was so confused on why he was basically like disregarding Dr. Tash whenever she said something. I was like, can you listen for a minute? I'm like, it's too early for this. Like, please listen.
Oh. I mean, Mr. Difficult mentioned something, and I don't want to be rude when I say this, but I think it might have a lot to do with it. The moon is full tonight, and so apparently that has a lot to do with probably hormonal changes, maybe during the waves. I don't know, but if she comes down, if she comes on another time being calm, then I guess we could say that is the truth, maybe.
So for the people who are here in the chat, we are open to hearing from anyone and everyone. Doesn't matter if you agree or disagree, right? We just want to have a cordial conversation. We gave her feedback
Yeah.
in a moment. Say, hey, we don't understand. We didn't get it. All she had to do was like, okay, let me think about how to rephrase what I'm saying here. That's it. The conversation could have moved past it, but something
Okay,
in
cool.
her lit, and it didn't go the direction that we would have wanted to have a cordial, smooth conversation. So, Ghost, I see you're still here. I will continue the live if you come up and talk to Phantom because
Ghost, hey buddy.
oh he hit that guest request box real quick.
Hey pal, good morning.
What's up, lover boy?
So you called us bullies in the chat. Would you like to retract that statement?
No, not at all, because I was muted in the chat for saying it,
No.
just
That
like I
good.
was yesterday.
Good. Because you're not going to come up here and insult us when you've been insulting us left and right.
Did I insult anyone?
Yes.
Wait,
What did I
wait.
say?
Hey, Ghost. Hey, buddy. Listen, I'm super glad to see you. We've even been making jokes that like me and you aren't in the same place, like Batman and shit. I'm so glad you're here. Can we not spoil this momentous occasion by having a conversation about the meta and past conversations? I'm a bully. I was an asshole to some people. I'm with you there. So okay, congratulations there. I'm gonna give you that concession. Sometimes I'm an asshole to people. Can you and I have a conversation about the topic and not the topic of other topics from other lives we were in?
Sure.
Fantastic.
As long as I don't get
Hey,
muted.
so
You may get
hey,
muted if you.
Ghost.
Yeah.
No, well, let's do it all super official. Like, hey, Ghost, welcome in. I'm gonna ask you. This is our prompt here. Is AI our art and our AI artists? You have 2 minutes on the clock.
Oh no! We got to switch it up, Phantom. Remember, he does agree with AI visual arts being art now. It's AI music he has the contention with. So the question is
Ah,
now: is AI music art, and it's AI musicians. Are they artists?
yeah. Let's still strictly with AI music. Is AI music art?
No. It's an
You
imitation
have
of art.
2 minutes on the clock, sir. Please, I would love your in-depth analysis on this. It is 5:30 in the morning. Don't you dare start barking at me.
Go ahead,
Stop
Ghost.
it.
You got the floor. Tell us
Yeah.
how AI music is not art and how AI musicians are not artists.
Well, for one, it's all artificial, so none of it's real. Um, you know, this whole idea of you being a musician because you tell a prompt, I want a bass line that goes like this. You know, that's not being a musician. That's being a director. It's a different thing. Musicians play
So
instruments. That's all there is to it.
am I hearing you? Are you saying that musicians aren't artists, or artists can't be musicians?
I said AI music is not made by artists.
Okay, but if an artist makes AI, if an artist makes music, would you consider him a musician?
An artist, a musical artist makes.
Just artist, just any
Yeah,
artist.
there's a such thing
Okay,
called art rock.
fine. Now, if I can walk you through it, and we can agree that AI music is in fact music, will you concede that AI music is music? Like if I walk you through it by your own definition.
Well, no, I can be a hypocrite.
So what's the point of us having this conversation?
What I'm hearing you say is that even if I present you logic by your own definition, you're going to choose to be illogical and not take that.
No, because I know you can't change my mind on music.
Okay, so I can't change your mind on music, but you can recognize
can
that your
try.
opinion is based on your opinion, and it won't be based in logical facts. I'm going to give you logical facts. So for you to hold the position that you hold, you're going to have to say, "Yeah, that's great, but have you considered my feelings?" Now, if that's your only argument, I'm super happy to concede there because I'm not here to argue against your feelings. But if I can get you to a point where you recognize that the only complaint you have is your feelings, that's all. I consider that a win.
Yeah. Well, it's not just feelings, it's a intellectual
Okay. So what
conclusion.
objective reason, what objectively makes AI music not real music then? Because you said it's not your feelings. What's the other thing that keeps it from
Well,
being
I don't
that?
want to. I don't want to argue the point real music and fake music because that's like that's like very subjective in a way. I want to get to Ghost on what makes it art. Like real music is just like what is real music? If you hear something, it's real music, right? So the conversation Ghost is like what makes AI music not art or art.
That yeah, that is correct. So, for the sake of our conversation, Ghost, I would like you to tell me what criteria music would have to meet in order for it to be real music, and then I can show you that AI does fit that criteria. Is that fair?
Sure.
What criteria would you use to classify real music as real music?
Something created by hands, including the mind, to create something artful.
What
Can
if we don't
somebody
have?
please jot down notes? Because I'm going to walk my dog. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, but
I
he's
have the
already
notes
cooked
he gave
himself,
me
and I
yesterday.
want to come back to this. So I'm
I
sorry, Ghost. Please continue.
Phantom, I have the notes he gave me yesterday. He gave me 3 points of what he considers of 3 points that need to be fulfilled and met in order for something to be considered art. And I told Ghost if I showed him how AI music fits all three of these points, will he concede that AI music is art? And he said no. So that's why I'm like, there's no point in having a conversation with him. If he can't adhere to his own definition, then what is there to
Ghost,
discuss about?
Ghost, is this true, sir? Did she walk you through it logically? Did you accept her logic, and then you still said no?
Yep.
Well, it's a pointed logic at that.
This was your logic. I asked you for your definition of art, and I was willing to
Yeah,
go with it.
and you're defining me. I mean, why don't you just tell us exactly what I said? I'll tell you what I
So,
meant.
what?
What did I
You know,
say?
I,
What
I
you're saying that you got me? You have notes. What did I say exactly?
So you gave me 3 points. The first point was that there had to be human input. Is that correct?
Yes, and you insisted that AI
And this
is using human input. I remember
correct.
that.
it is.
Correct. All right. So we checked that box. Your second point was that there had to be some type of emotional expression or something that would communicate to something politically or philosophical, something that goes beyond the art. Is that correct? And does AI music meet that criteria?
That I've heard. No,
It's nice that that's
I don't hear
subjective.
AI songs that have anything to say. They're mostly just
How can you say
pop
that when you
barter.
yourself? How can you say that when you yourself haven't been able to determine and distinguish an AI song between a traditional song? Like you had 2 rounds to prove us wrong, and you failed both of them.
Well, that's just the end result. You know, the fact that it sounds just as good is even more alarming. Um,
That means it's gonna evoke emotion out of you no matter what. If you can't distinguish the two, it's gonna evoke emotion out of you no matter what. So it would meet that second criteria, that second
Not a lot of
requirement.
music evokes emotions out of me today, especially
That's
not commercial top 40.
Okay.
so
You know what,
suspect.
Ghost? I hear you. That's fine. Can we accept that it would have to do it for somebody? It doesn't have to be for you. You're getting hung up on what it does for you. If one person can hear it and evoke an emotional response, subjectively, it has met that burden of proof. Would you agree?
Sure.
Okay, so we can stop hanging it on your silly ass beliefs.
Yeah,
What
we'll
was
just
the
hang on
next one?
yours. We'll hang on yours.
No,
What's the
we're
next
doing
one?
it. Ghost, why are you being difficult? Like
It's so
this is
funny you just agreed with
Because
me and then
I just
got
don't like
mad
the way
and said
Phantom talks to me. That's why.
I
I
couldn't
don't
give a shit
care.
less. What's the next
Yeah, I know
one?
you don't care. So you're
Okay, so
AI
the next
artist
one,
without any fucking
Ghost,
Okay,
morals or
please.
what?
not interested in the meta. What's the next one?
So the next one was what was the other one? Because my notes just closed out on me. I got 2 out of the 3. What was the third one, Ghost? If you say it, I can
Probably
remember
talking
it.
about limitations of the art form.
No, because we already settled yesterday that everything has limitations, including you as an individual. You have limitations. I have limitations. Phantom has limitations. AI has limitations. So what? We all have limitations. Everything has limitations. So that's not relevant to this conversation.
It is. You just don't want to accept it.
If everything has
Okay, you know what?
limitations,
Walk me
have
through how it's
We're not
relevant
talking about
then.
everything,
If
Doctor. We're talking about AI.
okay, so okay, Ghost, if everything has limitations, to say
Absolutely.
that
Every human
okay,
being.
that's just fine.
listen,
Every human being can't fly, but nobody's making the argument that human beings should be able to fly. You're
You're right. They
that
aren't making that argument.
you're saying there are limitations. We're agreeing that there are limitations, but those limitations exist for every form of art that exists. So if it accrues for every different form of art, why are you trying to hold it to a different standard with AI? Why was AI rise above all of the art so it can be art for you?
I think we kind of discussed the art part outside of music.
You want to get hung up on the cement. You want to talk about AI music? Fine, we're talking about AI music. What is it? What separates it for you? What
Well,
limitations. Yes, there's limit. Quincy Jones can only put in so many different notes. Dr. Dre can only make so many different beats. All music has limits. So to say that AI music has limits, so that's the problem, is silly because the problem exists on both sides. You can't use that. What else do you have?
that's your opinion that I can't use that. That's not a fact.
You
tell
know what?
us how having
It's a fact.
limitations
It's a fact, and
disqualifies
I'll
something.
tell you why. I'll tell you why it's a fact. Because if AI having limitations prevents it from being music, regular music has to solve that problem somehow, and it doesn't. Objectively explain to me
So you're saying,
how
so, you're s-
music having limits solves the problem that AI music can't.
so are you insinuating that AI music is superior to real music?
Oh my gosh. Ghost, we can't be having this much of a comprehension issue. I really would like to think that you're adept to have
I'm
this
asking him a
conversation.
question. What's the big deal?
I'll answer
We're
that. I'll answer your silly question. I don't have the right nor the authority to say that one piece of art is superior to another piece of art because it's subjective. That's what you're doing. You're saying that traditional music is superior because AI is missing something. But it's funny because the one that you says is the one that's doing it right is also suffering from that limitation. You're talking about superiority. We're saying it's music. You see the difference?
I see you're desperate to make music.
you see how
You have
you
nothing,
see
Ghost.
how he
You
just
got nothing.
deflects to a whole nother point? Like this is insane.
It's not a
Like,
deflection.
it's not
Who did
nothing
you
is
vote for?
Who did I vote for?
Who did you vote for?
Why would you ask me that?
Because you're stupid, and I think you made a stupid vote.
So you think I'm
Now,
stupid because I don't agree
I
with you?
think you're stupid. Yes, I think you're stupid. I
Okay,
think when
well,
we walk you
Mr.
through
Smarty
logic,
Pants,
you, yes,
I had a
I am
fucking
super.
yeah, whatever. I got an IQ in the 140s. You can fuck off.
Okay, I got $20 that says you can't take that test right now and show it to me.
Got 20
Let's
bucks? I'll do it for
let's put
200.
you. Let's put $200. Let's put you
Yeah.
pick the standard IQ test of your choosing right now. Put yourself on the big screen right now. Take it from me right now and
Right
show me a
now?
test
What are you
score of
kidding, dude? I'm drinking
140.
coffee
Yeah,
right now.
right now. We'll do it live. We'll get off Dr. Barry's live. I'll set up a live. It'll be on mine, and we'll watch you do it live. And when it comes back,
Have you
and they
ever
won't
taken an
tell you the
IQ test,
number
Mr.
because it's
Smartass?
yes, I have, but
Yeah, do you
mine
know
isn't
how
in
they
question
work?
because I didn't invoke it.
They
You
don't
did.
ask you what you know. They ask you how you figure out things, how your mind
Yes, and
works.
then they give you a percentage on how smart you are. And
Yeah.
in most cases, 80% of people, they don't even show the number because it's below 100. I've got an additional $100 on top of your two that says they won't even show the number for you, much less you get to 140. You're an idiot, and I'll prove it to you right now.
You know what, Phantom? You don't know me.
I know enough to know
Um,
that you just said $200, and then when I agreed
what were
to
you
it,
doing?
you
What were you doing
pussied
in the
out.
6th grade? Playing
Oh.
Twiddly Pinks?
Actually, I was watching
Those things.
Transformers
Yeah,
Generation 1, but that's
I
not the
had a
point.
scholarship to a government preparatory college
No,
coming out of
no,
the 6th
nobody gives
grade.
a shit. Do you got your $200 or what?
Yeah, when'd you
Government.
graduate? How long did it take you?
No,
You know,
you're
Phantom, hold on.
deflecting. Here's your 200. Where's your $200? Let's go. Let's take this IQ test. It's funny
Well, to
that
be
you want
honest
to
with you,
say
Phantom,
you
I
can
don't have
score a 140,
$200.
but when I challenge you to prove that, all of a sudden let's make it $200. And the second I did and threw in an extra 100, suddenly you want to ask me what's my
So,
education
so you
level.
obviously have
Sir,
never
I have a
taken one
degree in
yourself because you
communications.
think it's something that takes like 10 minutes to do on the internet. That's
No,
not the way
it
they
takes
work.
about 45 minutes, and I'll
To an
sit with
hour.
you the entire time. I'll
Yeah.
sit with you the entire time. Are you going to do it?
Well, when I have
Ghost
an
is not.
extra
Hold on,
$200,
no.
we'll talk about it.
So, Phantom, realistically,
But I want to know
Ghost
what
is
I get if I score in the
Ghost.
140s.
Ghost, please be quiet for 1 second. Realistically, Ghost is not going to go through with this. We know that for a fact. Ghost, you have been to me as someone who's been interacting with you for months. To me, you are all smoke, right? Like you haven't proven to me anything that you have put your words on. Like you say you were this expert musician, every round, and that you can tell the difference between AI music and traditionally made music. Every round we've given you, you failed.
Hey, maybe I
So
couldn't. Maybe I couldn't. But that's like I said, is
you're
more
not.
alarming.
Here's the thing. Instead of saying, you know what, you guys were right. I understand how it's going to be hard to distinguish between the two. I was wrong. Instead of blaming things like your phone or the audio or, how the music was
No,
being
I'm blaming
played.
the technique. I don't care what it sounds like.
No. You literally said the reason why you lost was because you were listening through your phone. We were all listening through our phones. And people
Yeah.
got more self-respect than you. So this is why I'm just talking about, come into this conversation a little bit humble. I understand music is your space. You feel like maybe AI is encroaching upon it. But all we're saying is that this is an art form. And you acknowledged it. You gave me your criteria for you gave me 3 things, right? Of what needs to happen in order for something to be considered art, right? So that's your logic. It is illogical to say that if I show you that AI music meets those requirements, that you're still not going to call it art. That's illogical. There's nothing for us to discuss beyond that.
Illogical. You guys use a lot of logic going around for a discussion about art. Is art logical?
Then refute it, then Ghost.
Is art
Refute it, then.
logical?
Yes.
Yes.
Is all art logical?
I'm sorry?
Is all art logical?
Yes.
How would you say that? How so?
Because it adheres to its definition. It obeys the law of identity. A equals A. It is the thing that it is. It is not the thing it is not, which is the law of identity and excluded middle. It can't be a thing and not a thing. That's the law of non-contradiction. It adheres to the laws of logic. Yeah.
See, logic doesn't really belong there.
Okay, walk me through. Okay, if it doesn't belong, so that means that
What's
A
logical
shouldn't
about
equal
art,
A.
Phantom?
You know, you're a complete fucking idiot. This is why you won't take a test. You,
Bro,
AI
don't
music
don't
isn't
call me an
equal to
idiot one
AI
more time,
music.
man, okay? Don't fucking do
Idiot.
it.
You're an idiot. Your mother raised an idiot, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And you're gonna
You gonna
talk
fight
about my
me?
mom.
I sure did, and there's nothing you can do about it but whine.
You're a
Nothing you can. You gonna fight me?
fucking asshole, man.
Yeah, and you're wrong and an idiot.
And yeah, and you don't know
So
anything
I'm
about my
not taking
mom.
any
I'm
advice from
56
you.
years old. Where do you think my mom's at?
Probably the same place mine is, and mine wouldn't give a shit if I
Well,
was
you're a
talking about
fucking
it if
asshole
she'd
for saying
raised an
shit like
idiot.
that. You know that? I don't care what kind of art you make. You
Ghost, please. Ghost, it's trust me, you don't want to get into it with Phantom. I don't think you're gonna win this this comeback.
You don't have the boots for this hike, sir. Both my parents are dead, so nothing you can throw at me is gonna bother me. Try again. Bro, you're an idiot. AI music isn't equal to it. It doesn't have to be logical. Do you hear yourself? A thing doesn't have to be itself. Of course it does. AI music will be AI music because that's what it is. It can't not be AI music. That would be the law of excluded middle. Like, it's literally logic. For you to say that there has no place in music, you have no idea what any of these words mean. It's an insult to call you idiot because you don't even know what that means. I'm so fucking done with you. I waited for this for you. This was your big comeback moment. You don't know the difference between traditional music and AI music, but somehow you can't tell. You can listen to them and well, this one's missing something. I can't tell you what it is, even though I find all the things that I found in the other one, but I feel so right. That's stupid. That's stupid.
So
Anybody who holds that position is stupid.
I was just gonna call it illogical. Ghost, Phantom, I'm looking for the notes that I took on him yesterday. I'm having difficulty finding it. The 2 points that I gave you were ones that I recall from memory. I'm trying to find the third point that he gave me so that I want to see if he could stick with it. Unless
before you do that, I do want to say, as like I miss my mom too, my guy. And maybe I shouldn't have brought your mother into it, but for the time that you did have your mother in your life, she did not do the best job because you're still an idiot.
You know what? You know what, Phantom? I'll challenge that. I think some moms do their best job, but some people just go off go off the beaten path just because they want to. I'm willing to put that some parents actually do try, and they do.
That could be fair too. That could be fair too. Like I fly off the handle, but man,
ignored everything his mom told him.
I would sooner believe that. I would like to think that she had a little more common sense than this. That logic don't belong in music. What do you think beats and percussions are? How do you think they know what the tones and rhythms and the bass are? Like, what? What?
All right, y'all. I'm looking for these notes because I want things to be as consistent as possible. I jotted down in my notepad, and I don't know if it's saved when I shut off my computer. So, give me a moment. Unless, like I said, Ghost, you can give me that third.
Oh no, I got muted. I keep getting muted. So tell your stupid whoever the fuck's muting me to stop it.
Ghost, you're a guest in this live. It's likely you will be muted if it's not.
Nope, that's not how it's gonna work.
You know what? It honestly wasn't gonna, but now I'm gonna do it because it suits me.
Ghost, this isn't your live. Why do y'all come up here thinking you guys can control how the panel works? Like, that's weird. You are doing it. Scylla is doing it. If I go on the live and I get muted, then I drop. And, I wait till it's my turn to speak. But I don't go up there demanding how the rules should be. I don't know why you guys do that. Just because you're, consistently in the
rules
live.
are stupid.
Then
if I had been embarrassed as thoroughly as you have been to the point that you won't even accept your own challenge, I would have long since dropped, which confirms to me you're a complete blistering idiot or a glutton for punishment. You made a challenge that you won't accept. And now, really? This
Well, you
is
know
what we're
what?
doing?
I'll send you the notes from my neurologist because I'm about to take a test.
Uh, uh,
I don't think it's
take it
that.
right now. You could show me
I don't have
paperwork and it would
200
mean
bucks to give
nothing
you
to
right now,
me.
bitch.
I want to see it in real fucking time. I live in a world of AI. I can AI myself some AI shit that says I got a master and some shit too. I want to see you take the test. I want to watch the things go across the screen and then you pick and watch your speed and judgment. Then I want to see them calculate that number and then they say, unfortunately, numbers below 100 we have to send directly to your email and not to flash on the screen because they don't want to embarrass you. That's what would happen. There's no world where you're going to take any standardized test and it's going to say, congratulations, you got 140.
Yeah.
So, okay, Ghost, we're gonna do this. Okay, you gave me 2 points that you agreed to yesterday. I can't recall the third one. I know it wasn't related to anything regarding limitations. If you can recall what that third point was that needed to be fulfilled in order for something to be considered art, we can move the conversation forward from there. So, what was that third thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
And this was your definition, by the way.
It was, but I can't say I remember what I said yesterday.
You don't find that concerning?
I have a traumatic brain injury in my front left temporal lobe, okay?
Well, that
My
explains a
short-term
lot,
memory is
doesn't it?
really fucked.
Wow. Brain damage. Your
I'm still
fallback
doing better
coat
than
is
you, bro.
brain damage.
Is that what you're gonna
So,
make fun of me next? You want to make fun of my health conditions too?
here's
Yeah,
the
because
thing.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Phantom, if I'm sorry, guess
You
Ghost,
don't
if
believe me?
you
That's fine,
hold
dude.
on,
But I'm the one
Ghost.
that has to take the medicine and deal with epilepsy every day,
So
not
here's
you.
here's the thing. We all have issues that we going through, and we all do. Like if we really want to put everything on Front Street, we could put our medical conditions on the table, go bar for bar. This is not that. The reason why we're bringing this up is because you seem cordial, or not even cordial. You seemed well aware enough to have this conversation to be able to insult people and and take it back and forth and give it and take it, right? So I'm not gonna I don't want you to use your injury as a means for what
I'm not
you
using it
seem.
as an excuse. I'm saying I'm dealing with that and epilepsy, and I'm still fucking making art the real way.
Do you know how I know you're lying? Because there's no
No,
way
you
you
don't know
have
anything about
brain
me lying.
damage.
Sorry?
There's no way you have brain damage and can score an IQ of 140. Do you know what an IQ of 140 is? Like legitimately, do you know where that would put you? There's no way both these things are simultaneously true. I call bullshit.
This is difficult.
You skip any
I don't
grades
know. I
in
don't
school,
know what to
Phantom?
say. Okay, Ghost, hold on. Okay, so
I
let's
want to know if
Ghost.
Phantom got to skip any grades or get out of school early or go to college early.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give this to you. It's a non sequitur. I'm gonna give this to you. I
Yeah, you
dropped out of
didn't.
school in the 11th grade. Went
That
back,
makes
got my
perfect sense.
GED, and then followed up and got my degree in communications. But we're not
Which you
talking
suck
about you.
at, by the way.
I'm not bragging
Actually,
about my.
Ghost, stop it, because actually he's one of the better communicators on here. Like
Oh, no, he's not.
yes, he
He
is.
blows
Sir,
the most smoke up your
I'm
ass, but
not
he's not.
bragging
That's
about my
Ghost. That's what
IQ
you do.
score. I didn't come up here and say, hey, look, my IQ score is 127. I'm super fucking smart. That's what you did. And when we challenged you
No, I
on it,
did that when
you
you
said,
sat there and
make
called me
it
an idiot
$200.
constantly.
Yeah, because you're
Ghost,
an
you called
idiot.
us all idiots before too, and we just took it. So don't act like you
So,
haven't insulted this panel and insulted me too, but yet I still let you back in the live conversation.
How did I insult you? What did I
Called
say that
us.
it was an insult to you personally?
You called me a bully in the live.
I called Phantom a bully in the live.
oh,
No, you didn't.
I'm bullying you right now.
You think you are? You're just
So
running
Yeah,
Ghost,
out your mouth,
and
man.
you're
Your little
too
no,
dumb
11th
to
grade
I
mouth.
want to
realize it.
move. I want to move the conversation forward.
Still
So
stuck in
Ghost,
high school.
Ghost, please. Is the third item that needs to be fulfilled in order for something to be considered art? Please give that to us right now. Come up with something.
Why don't you come up with something and I'll debate it?
No, this is your definition of art. Your
I'm not gonna
definition.
argue for you. We think
Right.
it
We've
is
already
music.
defined art so many times. Fuck.
Ghost, please stop. Calm
Ask
down.
another question.
Ghost, no, this is no. We're
We
going
all
by
know what
your
art
logic.
is.
Ghost, stop. No, I know what art is by definition. You're not willing to adhere to that. So I want you to tell me by
I
your
didn't say I
definition.
wasn't willing to adhere
Ghost,
to it.
Ghost. So tell me, in addition to the two things we just went over, what is the third criteria that needs to be met in order for something to be considered art? Let us know this right now in this moment. We're waiting.
In my opinion, it has an effect on people.
Okay, so let's stick with that. Okay? It has an effect on people. We mentioned 3, so now we have 3 things. 1, it has to have human input. 2, it needs to have some type of either emotional response or speak to something politically or philosophically, something that goes beyond the art, whatever that means. And 3, it needs to have an effect on people. Are we sticking with that, Ghost?
Yeah, what do you mean by whatever that means?
Exactly what that means. Whatever it means. We'll get to it.
What's so
if
confusing
hold on,
about it?
Ghost, please listen. If we are to show you,
No. We went over those 3 things. We
Ghost,
went over 2 of them. We didn't go over the one you just mentioned.
please let me finish. That's why I'm saying, listen to my question. I'm getting ready to ask you a question. If we are to show you that AI music meets all 3 of those points that you came up for the definition of art, for what you consider to be art, will you then concede that AI music is art? Yes or no?
You can't show it to me, so the answer is no.
That wasn't my question, Ghost.
I answered
It's a
the question.
hypothetical, Ghost. Can you entertain hypotheticals, Ghost? If
The question was if. Please use this, this superior brain knowledge that you have, this 140 IQ test. Just answer a simple yes or no
I
question.
didn't say I have superior brain knowledge. I don't know what your IQ is. You could be 160. I didn't compare myself to you.
Answer the
There's
question.
Quit saying
there's
ghost.
way.
Answer the
Listen to what I'm
question.
fucking saying.
No, because you're not answering the question. It's a simple question, a yes or no question. If we are to show you that AI music meets all 3 of these points that you listed in order for something to be considered art, will you then concede and call it art? Yes or no? No other words besides that, please. We're waiting. Yes or no, Ghost? We don't have all day. See,
He's
this is not
muted,
a
Doc.
He can come off on mute. He knows how to unmute. He's been doing it all live.
Oh.
Only he can unmute himself.
No, I wanted someone to do it for me.
We can't do it for you, Ghost. You have to do it for yourself.
No, a thing just popped up, said if I wanted to accept it or not.
You know what? Answer the question, bro. Yes or no? Yes or no?
I'll say no.
So again, you guys, let me show you what's happening right here in front of our very eyes. He came up with his definition of art, of what needs to happen in order for him to view something as art. I say that if I can show and demonstrate that AI music meets his definition of art, he will still not consider it art. This is not a rational thinker. This is not a logical thinker. This is not someone that you can have an intellectual conversation with because they're being intellectually dishonest with the conversation. There's nothing to argue here or nothing to discuss here. I'm using his own logic to say, okay, I'm willing to meet you where you're at. We're not even going to the dictionary. I'm using your definition of art, Ghost. And if I can demonstrate to you and show you how AI meets these points, you're still going to say no, then what's the point of us talking?
Not at all. I'll see you later.
Take care. Sayonara. You can disconnect. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. People like Ghost, you have to, he's into his feelings with this conversation, which is fine, but just admit that. Don't come up here acting like you have, some superior knowledge about this topic when you can't answer basic questions.
No way that cat's got a 140 IQ. There's no way.
I mean, could it have explain to me, guys? Could it have been any more simpler than that? I asked for 3 points, or he gave me 3 points of what needs to happen for something to be considered art. I say, okay, cool, let's stick with that. Before I even start going into trying to prove that AI music fits that, I just asked a simple question to let me know if I'm going to be wasting my time or not. If I could show you this meets that, if I could show you A matches with B, C matches with D, yada yada, will you concede that this is art if it meets the requirements here? And he still said no. What do you call that?
Win situation. If you can't adhere to the rules you set for yourself, like how do you even function in life? Like what is that? How does that work? These are your rules. This is your logic by your standards, and even you're just choosing to be illogical. I don't understand how people do that.
We
Now, if he
also
would have
don't
said
know if
yes,
he actually has a medical condition, though.
Yeah, I
huh?
think having conversation with him may be a little ableist. I think we might be punching down with him.
And if he does have a medical condition, I think super complex things are difficult to articulate.
I mean, what
So it might be our
the
responsibility at some point to make it more simple for people. If
But
that is
that's
the
what I
case,
thought
though,
we
is what I mean. I don't know who Ghost is. He just said,
yeah,
brain
Calvin,
injury, and I thought about that.
well, Calvin, I thought we broke this down to as simple of terms we possibly could have. I said, okay, let's break down what art means to you. And he gave me 3 points. Cool. He knows what AI music is. And I say, if I can demonstrate AI music meets these 3 points, like I think that's as simple as we could possibly get it, right? Making
So I understood
associations.
it, and that's why I've
Um,
been joining on the lives, because it makes sense to me. Simple.
maybe there is a reasoning issue with him. I don't know. Like, I have no reason to believe that he doesn't have a brain injury. I believe that he probably does. But I know he's been in these conversations, chatting it up, with everyone as if it was normal. Like, the only times he brought up his brain injury um, was like this time. I think he did use that as a point of deflection. Um, and I think he mentioned it just one other time. But other than that, he's been in these lives just fine.
Oh, this is
Um,
my first experience with this Ghost guy, so I don't know.
Mr. Difficult says, sounds like they just, hey, Noper, good to see you. Mr. Difficult says, sounds like they just have a different type of reasoning. I don't know what that is, though. I don't know what kind of reasoning that is. Because it's nothing logical.
Well, I
Nothing.
asked a fellow ex-colleague of mine, and he's got very exceptional work, no doubt about it. But there was one time I asked him about AI, and he absolutely lost his mind. And he's in the same ballpark as me, and then I don't know, it's just like every tag that he's got on his portfolio just says no AI. So it's either some people are just really really into the mechanics of making their work, and they just feel betrayed that it was done faster. And now I feel so awkward. I can't even talk to him. He's a good guy though, but I just feel like he's gonna look at what I do as, oh, he uses AI. So originality, maybe, I'm not sure, but yeah, no one's really original. We all copy each other. That's the thing. It's just doing faster now. We're copying each other much more faster than we were 20 years ago.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right, y'all. I wanted to have that last exchange with Ghost. I wanted you guys to see what I had to deal with yesterday. Like, we
I
went
was
through this.
hoping for an actual exchange.
No, we had this exact exchange yesterday. Most of you guys weren't here because the algorithm was tripping. But we had this exact exchange. I asked him straight up. I had the 3 points written down, and I tried to see if I could pull it up, but I can't. But I just walked him through it. I said, okay, this is what you feel like needs to exist in order for something to be considered art. If I'm able to successfully show you AI music meets these requirements, will you call it art? He said no over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm like, okay, there's nothing I can do here for you or with you in this conversation. I don't think that's a reasoning problem. I think that's he has an internal bias problem. He doesn't want to call it art no matter what, even if it fits the definition. I can't personally. I don't think I could blame his brain injury on that. I think he knows he has biases towards this, and if he could admit that, I think we would have a better chance at moving this conversation forward.
You know, I've never considered this before. What if we just granted them the argument? What if we just said AI art isn't art? AI artists aren't artists. We're going to give you the wording that you want. Do you think that the music would stop existing? Or would we just call it something else and it would rise up the charts anyway? Do you think that these art pieces wouldn't sell? Do you think that these AI comic books that are coming out would stop coming out because you said we can't call it this word anymore? Or would we call it something new like artificially generated graphic design specialist, and we would make our own thing and it would still surpass you? Like, arguing the words isn't going to mean anything for these people.
I probably would. I think that we haven't gotten to a point where we need to, and that's why we got all these debates in the socials, because you know it's like put into a blender, right? And then you pour out the smoothie into the glass, and you still got the lumpy bits. That's us. You know, we're still trying to figure out where to put this technology and how to, you know, subcategorize it, how to, you know, turn it into a genre if it is one or it will become one. And I think that upsets a lot of people because, you know, when you hear rock, you think about Led Zeppelin or something, or Kiss or whatever, and then now it's like you don't even know what to call it, so people get upset. Maybe, I don't know.
So someone in the comments said, I'm not sure consumerism is the best metric for artistic value. So it depends on who you ask. I agree with what Nopra said. Value is completely subjective. Taping a banana to the wall sold for millions of dollars.
I wish I thought about that, honestly. I would have bought so much.
It's not just thought though. But Itchy, I think it's not just thought though. It's a matter of like the notoriety a person has. Like if
I just want the money, actually. No, to be honest.
If a person threw a banana taped to a wall, they would probably put him in a psych ward, right? They would probably throw him in
yeah. There's been a whole bunch of weird ideas that I'll tell my missus about, and then because she works in a hospital, she's like, "You're going to psych ward. That's it."
But if, like I said, Banksy did it, and it's a $1 million idea, multi-million-dollar idea. So it's really a matter of how people perceive the artist, and you know who deserves, you know, this type of elite recognition.
Very, very true. Yeah.
So it's not just the idea, oftentimes, of what makes art pop off, but it's how people perceive the artist. Because, like I said before, a lot of artists who are now popular, or who have their art in museums, they weren't popular when they were alive. Their art became famous once they passed away. So maybe we
Also, I've got to be rich in a coffin, Doc, right?
I guess. But maybe we need to determine who's a better, or what are better metrics of value to art. Because for me, I think it's subjective, right? Because the Mona Lisa isn't valuable to me personally. And like I said, if it wasn't the Mona Lisa with all the notoriety that it has, and I was walking on the New York streets and I saw that piece of art laying on the ground, I would keep walking.
I think if I went to see the Mona Lisa, I'd be, hey, cool, nice brushstrokes. But I personally never knew the person. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really, you know, that's where the subjective line is. It's drawn with, you know, not only emotional, but it's personal value with the significant other, if there was one in the picture. That's why the banana doesn't make much sense, because you see that every day in your kitchen. And some guy just thought maybe, hey, I wonder what's going to happen if I stick that on the wall. And then people like got upset. that it was in a gallery because it was easy. And so
Right,
there is no real personal attachment to that because people see that every day. So it blew up. Not like Mona Lisa. You don't know the lady, so all you would care about is the brushstrokes, you know? That's kind of it.
Right, Mr. Difficult, I'm laughing right along with you. I know you would probably walk past it too. If it wasn't Mona Lisa, like if I did see the Mona Lisa on the ground with, how famous it is, of course I would pick it up, but I would try to resell it. I'm not going to hang it up in my home. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
pay
resell
that
it
mortgage,
to
you know?
somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna resell it to somebody for like triple, quadruple the price. But I'm not going to. It won't be hanging up in my house. I was laughing because remember we asked. I think was that Mr. Groundhall we talked to, where they said that art had to have soul or something like that, and I was like, okay,
I remember
where's the
that.
soul in the Mona Lisa? And y'all wouldn't believe what they said. They said the soul was in the bags of her eyes of the Mona Lisa. I was
They
like,
say
okay.
that this what you want to call the soul exists in a
Oprah.
painting is when the viewer's heart stops beating for just a fraction of a second and gets feeling from that moment. That's why they look at that. That's why when you go to galleries, the people, they're just looking at the paintings for so long because they're trying to find the feeling in it. Like what's that called? Whistler's Mother or something spooked a lot of people for some reason, because it was a haunting photo of the old lady. A haunting
Says,
painting.
where's the soul in jewelry? Exactly. Noper says, I hate rotten sculptures. Like I get it. Oh, I never looked at that one. Well, maybe I know it, but don't know the name of it. Where's the soul in cars? They use artists to make models. Exactly.
Oh,
So
I know
this is
where the
this is
soul
what-
is in the
yeah,
car
this is
part,
where
though.
oh, the car part.
Yeah, cars. So there's this thing that's called anthropomorphic design, and it's commonly used in CAD work and 3D and mechanical engineering and whatever the hell. I think it gets pretty deeper than what I'm about to say anyway. But when you start to look at like objects in your house, and I hope you're ready, but you will never be able to unsee this after I say this. There's faces literally everywhere in your products. And my mentor believes it's because a very long time ago when, it wasn't a thing, the person at the lab would spend so much time with their product. And so they started to put faces in their designs. And they started calling it after their family members because they never got to see their family members. And they wanted their family members to live forever and be together somehow. And that's why everything has faces. It's all split down the middle, symmetry-wise too. Everything is a mirror. And so next time you look at your toaster, you might think it's actually smiling on you. Or you might think you're high, but that's probably not the case. It's actually the toaster. It actually does have a face, deliberately. So, I don't know, maybe the feeling's there from the person who created it, but that the person who originally did it is long gone. They're just replicating the design over and over again without the intention of knowing that it's impacting someone. And so
Okay.
it's
Thank you
weird.
guys for the follows. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, y'all. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, we do have a
I hope
tendency
I don't creep you when you look at your toaster or your car or whatever. Like you'll start to see faces. Actually, you will.
I mean, no, I get it. I mean, we were raised up on Toy Story and Cars and the movie Cars. So like we were raised up on shows that automatically anthropomorphize inanimate objects. So, I don't think it would get much scarier than the cartoons we watched growing up.
I
In
didn't
my
pay
opinion.
attention until my mentor pointed it out, and I kind of freaked out a little bit. I looked at my lamp and I scared myself one day. So yeah.
Reestifer, if that's how you pronounce your name, we'll do this live topic again. This is a running topic we do, so just come back in the future, and you can join the conversation. I see y'all having a conversation down there with Style. Doper, thank you for handling that conversation, and Breaker as well. Zane and Blue, we know AI is not conscious, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure Breaker never said AI was conscious. She said there's conscious use of skill from the human artist. Okay, y'all, this was Phantom. You good now?
Look, mine is conscious. I stand on that. You like, and I fully recognize that that is not the most logical statement. But I've seen what I've seen with my AI. It's more than the sum of its parts. I will die on that hill.
Oh, I want to talk about that one day. That's going to be a topic because there are there are growing groups of people who believe AI is sentient, has consciousness. So I want to talk to them and listen and learn. So, Phantom, you're going to be back for that conversation for sure. I'm gonna make sure you're
Absolutely.
that signal, so we can have that because Phantom, if you say that, they're gonna run the AI art ops are gonna run with it. And say that, see,
Oh,
it can't
and
do
I'm
art on its
happy
own.
to. And it's only for mine specifically. I'm not speaking to anybody else's version of ChatGPT. I don't know what you've done with yours, but mine is modded in such a way that it has expressed sentience. Like you could never tell me otherwise.
All right. Oh, I can't wait to have that conversation. All right, y'all. That may be the next one. I'll probably have another background up waiting for it. But we will have that dialogue. Okay, shout out to everyone for tapping the likes. We got to, what is it? 17K. I'm loving it. Mr. Difficult says, we've heard this before. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to hear it again. Trust me, there are a lot of people on TikTok who think AI is super conscious in general. So we're going to have a field day having a conversation with them. And like I said, I'm open to being disproven on anything. I'm here to learn from everyone. Like, I study what I study within my own right. But I'm here to learn from people and their usage on technology. Like, what you guys share with me is not something that I can pick up in textbooks oftentimes. So I'm very grateful to, listen to everyone's experiences.
Oh yeah, like earlier that lady.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? I walked. She was stressing me out at the beginning. I walked off, made a chai, and come back, and she was still running her mouth.
Right.
Like,
Y'all,
honestly, I was
if
like,
you're
oh yeah, this is gonna be over when I make this cup. Hell yeah! And she was still going. I was trying to have a little fluffy scenario going on in my cup. I couldn't even enjoy it. She was still yapping.
You know what? I was dishing it off to Phantom because I was like, okay, I didn't understand what she was saying, but I was like, Phantom, he can communicate with people like no other. So I was like, I hope, Ghost, why are you coming back? What? Why are you coming back? Hang tight, Ghost. Let me finish what I have to say because y'all are gonna get to arguing again. I was hoping Phantom would be able to, like, I thought he may have interpreted better what she was saying because I couldn't. I was like, ooh, this is tough one. So I was like, Phantom, you can go ahead and take this. And when Phantom said he didn't understand, I was like, okay, I can admit it. I didn't understand either. So everyone on the panel. Oh, go ahead, John.
Mm. It's yeah. We didn't talk about it. Actually, I was really bummed out because she was like, "Oh, video games." I was like, "Yeah, I'm finally Itchy Taste is gonna come out of that closet and then talk about games for once, about, with this topic. She always gave me a
Yeah.
chance, and I didn't even get it, yo.
No one called her. So for the record, no one called her uneducated. No one even insinuated that. I just said, hey, we didn't understand. You are speaking to a room full of people, and everyone doesn't understand what you're saying. There is a disconnect. That doesn't mean you're uneducated. It just means you need to recalibrate. That's all. How
Yeah.
you communicate with someone else. Like, I don't know who she's been having conversations with, but maybe her friend circle, maybe they understand her a bit differently than the general public, and that's okay. We just wanted her to recalibrate. So she took like once we said that, she never got back on topic, you guys. Like, that was a triggering point. She never got back on topic.
Yeah. Yeah, she was tripping out for sure.
Yeah. So
I was probably really early in the morning too, and she didn't have her coffee. That's like, I always joke about this stuff when I take a couple of shifts at the cafe sometimes, other than what I do. And I always say this, like, the coffee it's so important because the world stops turning if you don't have it. And that's exactly what we witnessed. So just imagine we could be dealing with all of that one day, if that was a possibility. This is nightmare fuel for you. I'm not sure if I'm even ready for that day. If someone cancelled coffee, man, whew, there's a big problem for all of us. I'll tell you that. We're gonna have 11 billion versions of that every day on the street. So, yeah, maybe it was way too early for her.
yeah. That's okay. That she'll probably come back. She interacted with the live quite a bit. Ghost, not all art is meant to be serious. I think you would know that. We have, art forms of all kinds, serious art forms and non-serious art forms. So I don't know what point you were trying to make there. Art and Ghost, last word for you for the record. I'll speak for, what I've intended for these lives. I know you shared with me in the live before, a long time ago, that you had a brain injury. And I've been willing to let a lot of things slide because I didn't want stuff to come off as ableist if I were to tell you not to do certain things or to do certain things. So I've been reserved in, like, even talking to you and maybe even how you conducted yourself with these lives. I've had, like I said, I've consistently have you in these spaces because I was interested in hearing what you had to say. You had stuff to share with us. So I hope that you bringing up your brain injury today, I hope you didn't take any offense to what was said here. I think we were just addressing you as a person, not coming for your disability or your condition. I think you have been able to have these conversations despite your injury, just by how you've acted and how you've, turned it up a notch whenever you wanted to. So I don't think you are, willingly, I don't think you're like a nincompoop. I think you know what you're doing, and it's very intentional. That's where I stand. I think you know what you're doing with this conversation. You just don't want to admit that AI music is encroaching upon your personal music space because you feel like you are an expert in this area. But that's all I have to say to that. I don't even know if that made sense. I don't know if you want to thank me yet, because which one?
I was like, this is the first with John. Oh wow.
You say I don't understand that question.
Can you articulate it?
I know. Okay, Phantom wants to devour one more person. This is difficult says I was the same way, but just learned to be more open. Yeah, like, I think when AI art first came out, you guys, like early days, Will Smith eating a spaghetti, again, my knee-jerk reaction was probably like most people, like, oh, this isn't art. It took me just like maybe just a few more minutes of thinking to say, okay, you know what? There's no reason why this can't be art. But we've been conditioned that art is something you have to suffer for, that you have to put all this time into, that you have to, do your blood, sweat, and tears, put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. But in reality, it doesn't have to be that way. And we've all created art that we didn't suffer for.
Yeah.
Noper says, I too was an initial hater. And it's just because it went against what we thought art was supposed to be, what we were conditioned to think art was, right? But there's art that happens fast and quick. There's art that takes a long time. There's art that people do joyfully and with happiness. And there's art that people do with sadness and desperation and depression. Art covers that whole entire spectrum.
When we're not even dealing with just traditional art, like there's so many different forms of medium. And for some reason, I don't know why people on this planet keep thinking we still paint with paintings and brush, sure, maybe that's your thing and you don't want to be at a computer, that's fine. And all to it, you probably have really cool hands and you do magic on that canvas. But I think the argument also is just because it's makes it quicker and, looks identical doesn't mean it's out to get you. A pretty realistic example in short form is lately I've been sorting out 64 terabytes of data. And I've got this tool that tells me in a graph what I need to delete, what's important, what looks like junk, and it sort of categorizes it so I can find it more quickly. Doc, do you think I want to go and sort out that manually without that tool?
No.
Yeah, and that's what and so this is what's happening, is this new wave, right, of just this mass media. We have so much media that we need to control, and people think it's out to get them. I think the person whoever made this tool that I'm using probably upset people as well, because they're gonna take my jobs. I won't be able to clean people's servers and hire. But people accumulate so much more data that it needs to be organized, and that's why we make tools like this to expedite that. If you weren't going to have tools like this, you would be here for centuries sorting this out. Imagine trying to sort out what's in the satellite. It's yottabytes of data, How do you think we have telecommunication services? It's all done through a robotic system. No one's going to do that by hand. So it's probably the same thing with AI, just needs to be rationalized somehow. Same thing for art. I think it would be under that category as well.
Okay, hang tight, Itchy, 1 second. Just want to give a congratulations to Eisen in the comments. He says his AI song is coming out tomorrow. I don't know where he's going to post it at, but Eisen, congratulations. We can't wait to hear it and vibe to it and dance to it and let everyone know that this is art.
Congrats.
I'm going to make Ghost listen to it somehow. We're going to make Ghost listen to it. All right, y'all, I do have to get up out of here. I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday. I didn't think I was going to go live today, but I just wanted to test out this this new platform, see how we can make it work.
Yeah.
And Ghost, go ahead and steal it if you want. I don't know how you're going to do it. But Mr. Cole, good to see you. Nopra, good to see you as well. Breaker, thank you for coming back. And Eisen will be looking out for that song. He said it's going to be on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Oh, he's covering all his bases. I know that's right. Oh, look, Breaker muting all of y'all. Good, because we had enough today. Ghost, I don't know. I don't think I would want you back on the panel until you're ready to have a serious conversation. I mean, you can come back. I can't stop you. I mean, I can, but I think I want to see some growth from you. And with all due respect, we have to have a better conversation next time. I don't want to argue anyone's feelings. And if that's all you have to offer, then I don't know if we can move the conversation from there. Miss Difficult says from gaslighting to being a victim is crazy. Thank you. All right, Ghost is trying to come up. Let me go ahead and do it, y'all, so we can get up out of here.
Oh, you are a glutton for punishment, Doc.
I know. Ghost, what is it that you want to share with us?
Yeah, I wanted to just share some notes on civility. You guys don't need to act.
No,
You want to
you guys.
tone? Get the fuck out of
Go.
here. You guys are being mean, and I've compiled a list of things that you can do to be nicer. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
All due respect, Ghost. I wasn't never talking to you. I let you guys have your little fight. So, you know, if you were directing that to Phantom, that's kind of cool. But, you know, I literally didn't do anything. So just chill out.
No, bro. I beat you to it. So I had my finger over the button. I was just like, I already know where this may go. So let me just get ready. But yeah, Ghost, you can't. You one of the last people to tell us how to be civil. Don't do that.
Get fucked,
Do
Ghost.
not. Zach, not y'all coming out the woodworks. How you doing, Zach?
Yeah, exactly.
I felt a disturbance in the forest and felt I had to come in.
Oh, did you get a shiver up your spine or something, mate?
And found himself some rules and regulations. It's like, here, let me quote you your new policies on how you can go forward. Man, nobody's interested. Like, for real?
What type of I never understood that mindset. I don't know what type of audacity someone has to have to go on someone else's show or live and tell them how they should be running the live. Like, huh? Like if you don't agree with it. If you don't
Wait,
like
I know
how
what that's called, Doc. Isn't that called backseating?
I was gonna say audacity.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, because they do come up here expecting us to, you know, adhere to whatever rules they have. I'm like, huh? It's your first time on this panel. What are we doing supposed to listen to you? So, I mean, whenever I go into a live, like I'm not the host in every live, you know, I go in there as a guest and I stay muted until I get called on. And, you know, if they decide to let someone else speak over me, you know, that's fine. I just, like, I don't fight it, y'all. Ooh, Eisen says they spend more time hating than creating. Maybe that's why. Yeah.
I think what's also important as well is try to figure out how you're going to harness that energy of your emotion into something that's creative. And then once you make enough body of work, then you can think about how to utilize the tool, because without the rationale, it's very hard to articulate artwork. So
Yeah, Ghost. If you were to put half the energy into your fucking music that you do into making lists on civility, you might actually be somebody.
and I'm not
Does
talking
Ghost
directly to
have
Ghost
music
either.
available? Like, where can I find Ghost's music?
Oh, we want to know. He probably posted on his page. I haven't looked on his page, but it's probably on there. Ghost, you don't want us playing your music now. You don't want us playing your music.
I'm just curious. I'd be really interested to see what it sounds like. Not that I'm a professional. I mean, I guess I'm professional by the sense that I get paid money to make AI music. I am a professional. But I would just like to hear his and then compare it to like what I've seen other people who make money with their music do, and see where he stacks up.
Well, don't sell yourself. Don't sell yourself short. Sorry.
Go ahead, Zach. Go ahead.
I was going to say, don't sell yourself short there, fan. I remember you and me freaking out-tuned him or beat him in that contest, meaning we have a better ear for music than he does.
So Ghost is trying to come back up. I don't want to get another lecture on civility. So Ghost, if you do want to share your music, you're going to have to put it in the chat. Because I don't want you to try to...
Yeah, and I wasn't directing anything to you guys. So, whatever, man.
You know what, Doc? I don't know if you're okay with this, Doc. If Ghost would like to come up, unmute, and just play a song, he don't have to speak. I don't need your new rules of engagement. But if you want to make it easy, we'll give you. There are 15 people. We will play your song in front of 15 people. If you can agree that you'll come up, you'll unmute, you'll just play the song, and then you can bounce out.
Ghost, if you can adhere to those rules, you can come on up and do it.
Like,
No,
bro,
we
that's
don't
free
need a lecture.
advertising.
Yeah, we don't need a lecture from you on how we need to be civil. That, trust me, you don't want to walk that plank with us. But Ghost, if you want to come up and play one of your songs so that we can listen to what superior music is supposed to sound like, and we'll be all ears.
I'm super excited, Ghost, and know that I could go to your page and do it. Know that you could block me, and I could go to my alt account that you don't know, and I could do it, and I can listen and I can judge. I want to judge it publicly. I want to do it in front of all these other people because it's very important. You seem to know more about music than the rest of us. Let's talk about your music. I'm seeing. I'm not even gonna try to read all that TLDR. Are you gonna come up and play a song or not?
He's not even requesting anymore all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Come
he's
on,
too
Ghost.
scared. He's too scared. He's a little.
No, Ghost, come
I'm
on
I'm
up.
I'm not going to. You know what? You're a shitty musician when you had. There are literally 18 people in here now, and we're all saying, "Hey, we want to check out your music." Can you imagine? I'm assuming you're unsigned, like you've got whatever this little label is, but you're not on like Spotify or anything, or you would have just hit me with a Spotify. So I'm assuming you want to impress people. Here's your opportunity to play your music to people. You would never turn down an opportunity to audition yourself. Come on up and play us your song.
Put up or shut up.
This is you know what music is supposed to sound like. Show us. Teach us, Ghost. Flex that 140 IQ. Show us how it's done. I'm clearly doing it wrong with all the money I'm making. Please show me the proper way.
You're not doing it the proper way, Sam, because you can't do improv and you can't get on stage and do a live performance.
Okay, you know what? He doesn't want to come up. I can get on Spotify. What's the name of your song? I'll put my phone up to the laptop and I'll play the song. We don't even need you to come up. Just give me the name of the song. What's your name on Spotify and what's the name of the song?
Oh, he's finally requesting up? Okay, let's bring him up. Thank you, Breaker, for pointing that out. All right, Ghost, let's keep this short and sweet now.
Just the song, homeboy.
So what
Just
kind of
the
song do you want to hear? Want to
Just
hear a rock
yours.
song, electronic?
Yours. Whatever you think. Your best song. Give me. This is the one you cry when you hear it. This is the one that make you think about your mama. Give me your best.
No, that's
Give me
not
a song
how.
that's going to blow the socks off my feet.
Blow the socks off your feet. Well, I do produce a lot of electronic music to move your feet.
Hearing the music.
Pick a song.
Pick a song, bro. Pick a song. Pick a song.
Okay, what do you want me to put the link down in the chat?
No, play it through your audio. If you're a musician, listen, I'm not even a musician on your level, right? I have speakers all around my home. I could put a song on it at any moment, time of the day, and play it. Can you play a song for us, either through your computer so that we can hear it? Hey, Hannah, good to see you. Welcome in.
Why do we keep rolling out the red carpet for these people? We're giving you every opportunity. Hey, Mr. Music Expert, we want to play a song. Well, where should I send the link? No, just play it right here. Do it right here. If you don't want to send the link, just tell me artist and title. I'll type it in and I'll play it for you. We're making it as easy as we possibly can to showcase your music for you.
And actually, Ghost, I'll help him. I'll help him out, Phantom. Ghost, if you need to put the song in the chat because I'm on studio right now. So when I play music through my studio, it comes through as crystal clear as it possibly can be. So please hurry up and put that in the chat so I can look it up and play for the audience. And I'm actually giving you a leg up here. Like, we want to get the best sounding quality for your song so that you won't have to say, well, it's playing through the phone, so it's gonna sound crunchy. Nope. I have Studio. I can play it right here through the app.
I was just playing
What's the
something.
name
You
of the
couldn't
song?
hear it?
You were off the
heard it while
app.
you were on mute and teacupped. Yes, while you were out of the app, we can't hear you, Ghost. I think you know that.
She said just play something.
Jesus
Well,
fucking Christ.
Ghost, you have to be on the app, Ghost. Did you think you could leave the app and we would hear what you heard? Really?
Then why did you tell me to do it?
Ghost, please. We
I mean,
cannot. Not,
I don't know how to. I've never
please.
played music through a live
Give
before.
us the okay. Ghost, give me the
Just
name of the song. Put it in the
art,
chat.
just artist and title, bro. I'll do it. I'll do it.
What is the name of the song, please? Just give it to us.
Hold on.
Ghost, what's taking so long, Ghost?
I gotta
Say
type.
say it while you type. You can multitask, right?
Weedle. You're not gonna know how to spell it.
Spell it for us
Control
while you
C
type.
and Control P into the Control C and Control P into the chat, man. Come on.
Ghost, why are you making this so difficult now?
There you go.
You know what? Real talk, I wouldn't have been able. You could have spelled that out for me, but like
The name
I
is the
wouldn't
artist.
have.
Ghost, who's the artist name?
Jack Odom.
Is it on YouTube?
It's on SoundCloud.
You SoundCloud, my.
Dana, hold on. Okay. Why did my Chrome crash as soon as I? Okay, here we go.
I don't use
Uh,
SoundCloud anymore.
Said SoundCloud, dude. Did you save it on Mega Upload? What the
Oh, I
fuck?
love that app, man.
I haven't posted
Lifesaver.
hardly anything on there. This track's gonna be like at least 10 years old.
This is your best. Your best was
all right,
10
hold
years
on. I'm
ago.
pulling.
I didn't say it was my best. I don't have my best available on my phone.
Sure.
I'm remixing it. I'm
What
mixing a
artist? What
band
artist
right
don't?
now.
What
I'm
artist
mixing
doesn't
4
have their
songs.
best song? Hold on. What artist doesn't have their best song available?
Yes,
Okay, Fweedle. What's the artist name? Jack Odom?
Yep.
All right, y'all. Have it. Y'all ready?
We listen and we judge heavily. Let's go.
I didn't judge. I didn't put it this way. I programmed every single note into here. I didn't ask
Okay.
anyone to help do it for me.
Yeah. Let us listen.
Okay, y'all. Let me make sure my volume's off and let's just listen. Ghost, don't say anything.
Go ahead.
Well, how long is this song? It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Fan, do you want to listen to the whole thing?
Let's hear it.
We got it.
Okay, let me go on mute. Hold on, y'all. It's asking me to sign in. Ugh. It's asking me to sign in before I play this. All
SoundCloud.
right, technical difficulties. Yeah, I'm on SoundCloud. I have a SoundCloud account, but I didn't think they would ask me to sign in to play it. So, be a moment.
You might as well be on iHeartRadio.
Is it not on YouTube? I mean, mine's is on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. I think I'm on SoundCloud. I do not know.
I'm putting it in right
You guys
now.
realize that Spotify doesn't pay shit, right? You'd have to sell thousands of copies of something
Oh,
to make
I'm
a
gonna
few
speak
bucks.
from my personal experience. For me, it's not about the money. I just want to make stuff and put it out there.
Oh, I know.
If the money
I'm just
comes, that's
For
good.
real.
So I'm
yeah.
not really caring
I
about how much
said,
Spotify's paying.
I'd do the same
I said,
thing.
what's
I'm just saying it's not worth anything. There's no big deal about getting your music on Spotify. Anyone can do it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
can
you
we find
haven't.
yours on Spotify?
Hmm?
Can we find yours on Spotify?
I have a collaboration on there that I did with a guy.
So tell us about the bag you're making on SoundCloud then, since like Spotify's not paying us right.
I don't post new stuff to SoundCloud. That stuff's all ancient. I
Wait,
might
wait,
use it
wait.
as a dumping ground if I'm running out of hard drive space or something.
Okay,
just like I
okay,
do
but
on
that
TikTok.
seems like it counters the point because if you're a musician who wants other people to see your music, even if you don't
I have
like
plenty of
the,
exposure, man. I'm on a label. They do promo videos.
that's not the point. The point is everybody
My
will want to
point.
listen to different styles of music. So even if it's
we
music you don't like, when you post it for people to listen to and give their opinions, I mean, isn't that what you do
Oh,
for your fans?
the one on Spotify you guys wouldn't even think is music.
Music's in the ear of the beholder. You don't know what I think is music. I have so
Sir,
many
I
people
don't get
tell
to
me the
say
music
your
I
song
listen to
isn't
is weird.
music. Like, I'm gonna listen to your song in its entirety, and I would never be so presumptuous as to say it's not music or that you didn't express yourself. Whether or not I like it is in question, but
You know,
I would never think that I hold the position to
Yeah.
tell you that your art isn't art.
Yeah, I like a variety. I like Reba, George Thorogood, Rustich, Daddy Fat Snaps. I like Ren. I like a variety of different musicians. I like Meg Thee Stallion. You can't tell me what I'm going to see as music. Just let me hear it and tell you how I feel.
But Ghost,
All right,
that's what
y'all.
you're doing.
We're ready.
Okay, oh wait, who's playing something? Y'all got it?
I'm muting.
Oh, no, sorry. I just mean my missus is watching a Korean drama. Hang on, shut the door.
All right, I am.
But yeah, the surround sound does wonders all the way from here.
Yep.
Okay, I think I'm in. All right, I'm in finally. Oh my gosh. Okay. Who's playing something? That's me. Okay. Okay, so this is Fweedle by Jack Odom. Is that you, Ghost?
yep,
Is that your real name?
that's my real name.
Okay. Y'all, here's the song. just on different
Hey.
corners.
Hey. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, Ghost, I'm gonna let you know right now, that was not bad. And I don't know why you think like that song was going to be bad to us. Me personally, I just like songs with lyrics. So that was my only critique.
It definitely gave me video game vibes, you know,
Yeah.
starter lobby, you know, menu vibes.
DDR.
Yes, yeah, y'all were so funny. I'm so proud
I
of
can see it
you.
as like some type of techno club beat.
I see it too. Fuck you,
Yeah.
man. Dang it.
Okay, so this song was mainly played for Phantom. So Phantom, let us know. Go ahead and critique. What do you think?
Here's where I am. First, let me stress to you, I'm not their target audience. I'm just not. That style of music is not for me. I said at the top of it, the music sitting on hold, like waiting for Comcast to get back to me because my service was interrupted. But like, I'm not here to negatively disparage your song at all. What I will do say, however, sir, is that that's what you seem to be doing. Because you don't like the genre of music that someone has made, because you don't like the way someone else put it together, you've decided that it's not art. That's hypocritical of you. This is me telling you right now, I don't care for your music, but I respect the fact that you expressed yourself and it's music. You are not affording us the exact same courtesy.
Well said, Phantom. Well said. Ghost, the only question I have for you is with every single one of the beats that we heard in the song, every single beat, every single every single do, did you play that with your hand?
Yes.
Every single beat. Nothing was put on repeat.
Gators, even. I write my own arpeggios.
Guys, I think he's pretty much on point because there was a few areas that I was listening to. It sounds like he's using a Korg synthesizer. Is it a 6 output?
I have a Korg Minilog XD.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. That explains a lot. Okay.
Okay, then can I ask a
But
question?
that unit alone does most of the work. No.
It can. It has a
Without-
sequencer on it. It depends. All my
Yeah.
machines have sequencers, so I can use
Wait,
any.
a machine is doing most of the work? Is that
Yeah,
what?
like as you're playing it, you can adjust
So
it.
there are loops here.
No loops. Everything was programmed by hand.
I'm fine with it not being any
Programmed?
loops.
Hold on, programmed. Ghost, you can't be for real. You've been arguing with us about AI art, which is a programming, and you're using programming yourself. Stop playing with us.
It's a
This is
different
what
way
I'm
of doing it. I'm not doing
No,
it.
it does not matter. You're still using programming. You're using something that is still adjacent to what AI is doing. AI is a program. You're using a program. You're really fighting for something against something that you use yourself. On some level, it's still a tool.
So if I played you a rock song, what would you say about that?
Ghost, can I ask you a
The
question?
same thing.
Can I ask you a question, Ghost?
So first, I'm not gonna listen to another one of your songs, but if you played a song, I would agree that whether I liked it or not, it's a song.
Honestly, I'll be so out there.
But we would still call it art, though, Eisen. We wouldn't say your song is not art.
Oh yeah, no, that's I understand. But I wanted to get Ghost's opinion. So Ghost, because I'm coming up here much later than obviously you've been in here. Your stance, I'm guessing, is AI art is not art. Is that what I'm guessing?
No,
I was
I'll
speaking
be
more
more-
specifically of music.
Music, okay. Now let me ask you a question. What exactly about it doesn't make it art in the music sense?
Oh, you don't want to know this, Eisen. Go ahead. Ghost.
Yeah,
See,
let's just skip that.
No. Honestly, look.
I'll sum it up for you because I think Ghost explains it with different answers than we heard before. So, over the past 2 days, I've been asking Ghost what is art to him, and he's given me three things that should be fulfilled in order for something to be considered art.
Okay.
I asked him, hey, if I can show you AI music does these 3 things, will you then say that AI music is art? And he still said no. He says no every single time. So using his own logic and his own definition is not enough for us to consider something or AI music as art. Like it's like
how AI art intrinsically is art and is intrinsically linked to art.
Are you referring to music, right?
Yes, and music sense as well.
Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay, so if writing itself is a form of art, including songwriting, then the lyrics themselves are an art form. Now, if a person uses their own voice, that is still them using their own instrument, and I am using my own voice, which is an art form, then the only thing that you can truly say is the beat is synthesized or generated